What is going on, you peeps? How you doing? Listen, I'm back out here at the property and getting lumber delivered for the house. The house is getting lumber, so excited about that. I'm nervous, like, you know, did I order the right material? Did I get enough? Did I get what I needed? All that stuff. That's always nerve-wracking, so I'm gonna hopefully just kind of cross it off the list that I got, make sure I got what I ordered, and we'll go from there. So yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Since you wanted it the way it was stacked on the truck, I'm gonna move this over
Okay.
so that I can get the heavier one first.
Yeah, that works. And then maybe we could just put it just like that.
Okay, it's gonna be a little more
Or
towards this way because of the wheel spacing.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That's fine. All right, I'll just let the guy do his job, I guess. No need to interfere. Woo, it's windy. It is windy. All right, so had lumber delivered. It's nicely stacked. Also I ordered from a different lumber yard, and this ordered from a different lumber yard because Menards didn't have what I needed, and I'll tell you kind of what I did and why I did it. Right. I got my initial quote, and here's a little tip for y'all, homeowner builders, right? I mean, your framer might not like this or what have you, but just hear me out, okay? I'll be transparent with y'all. Here's what I did, okay? I got an initial quote from a lumber company in town here, and they gave me a quote. Let's just say I'm just going to use some fake numbers just so you guys don't, you don't see how rich I am. I'm just kidding. I'm not rich. But just some fake numbers just so you guys have an idea, okay? Right? So got an original quote. The quote they gave me for my lumber package was $100,000, all right? Fake numbers, remember, y'all, okay? $100,000, and so then I'm like, okay, that was kind of like, that was decent given the lumber situation going on in this current economy. Given what we paid for the barn dominium behind me, shout out if you haven't seen any videos around the barn dominium, and if you're new to the channel, check it out. We're building a barn dominium, and we're building a house. And so we started with the barn dominium. That's getting done. Follow along if you want to see some more progress on that. Anyway, get back into it. Yeah, I said what I said. Get back into it. Listen. So got the quote from the original lumber supplier, 100K, right? Fake numbers. And so I'm like, I'm curious. Lumber prices have been going down. Lumber future prices have gone down, right? Back when we got the barn dominium quoted out, lumber futures were insane. It was like, $1,650 per thousand board foot. It dropped down to maybe like 500 something thousand. 500 per thousand board foot. I can't remember what it was, but I'm like, you know what? Lumber prices have to, that's got to be reflecting in the market now. It's been a little bit. I'm going to check out like HomeDepot.com. Went to Home Depot or Menards.com. Went there and I just, boom, typed in 2x4 8. Typed it in and I was like, what? Half price? Half the price of what the lumber company had quoted me. So I'm like, hold up. All right. So then I went and looked at, picked another line item. I said, okay, let's see the 4x8 OSB. Half price. I'm like, okay, interesting. So I did a few more. I'm like, half price. What a deal. So then I'm like, man, maybe I'm just going to go get like some of these big quantity items, these certain certain measurements of 2x4s or 2x6s or OSB, you know, and then get the rest of the lumber package with the lumber supplier. So I went down to Menards and I went over there with my blueprints with the takeoff that I got from the lumber supplier, and and basically somebody at Menards was like, hey, I can just take this takeoff and throw it into the system and give you a price on everything. And I'm like, you can do that? And he was like, yeah, I can do that. And we're like, why are we talking like this? And so anyway, we started talking like that, and we both had to slap each other to get us out of it. Anyway, so we threw it together, and I kid you not. And also, there was, due to the way we did this slab, the prints called for like a step down into the garage, so a garage would be a foot down. But we did this all one level, meaning we have to then raise the roof, where the above the garage there's going to be a bonus room. So we raised everything basically on this side of the house to be 10-foot walls. And so I'm like, you know what? It doesn't make sense because there's also some 10-foot walls on the other side of the house. I'm like, let's just make everything 10 foot, you know, and just kind of keep it all one level and keep it a little more simplistic. Obviously that's going to cost more. 10-foot studs cost more than 9-foot studs, right? So, oh, it's windy. I hope you guys can still hear me. So with that, even with raising it up, everything going 10 foot and changing to 4x10 sheets of OSB and LP smart siding and all that good stuff, with that I was still much lower than going with the lumber supplier. And so yes, there are benefits to going with the lumber supplier that's local. They obviously beat Menards on service and things like that. Like Menards can't just be like, I can't be like, hey Menards, you know, come over here and I need more, I need 10 more studs and I need 5 more of this and 6 more of those. I can't do that with Menards. Like, I have to be the runner basically. All right, no one's gonna just come and deliver that for me in like a couple hours. It's not gonna happen. All right, so you don't get that kind of service, whereas the local lumber yard, you call up your sales guy, you're like, hey, I need more of this, I need more of that. Boom, they're on their way, okay? So I'm hoping, I ordered a little bit more of a few things in hopes that, you know, we can make it through. If there's something we don't have, I do have a lumber yard like 10 minutes away that I can go through and go and get some. So I'm just gonna grab a trailer and just be around, you know, kind of when the framers are working, and or at least they can give me a heads up, but like, hey, we need more of this, or we anticipate needing more of that. And so I'm just gonna have to do it that way. All right, that way I can also kind of manage what we're doing here. But man, there's a trick for all y'all home builders that are not doing this. Obviously, you know, this is not something I do for a living. I'm building my house, and sometimes it makes sense to go through the lumber yard. And here's the thing too, back when we built this barn, so you're probably thinking, man, you got jacked around on the barn, you should have done that same time. No. All right, back when we did the barn, every price was high, because I do remember checking it out. I do remember checking kind of like Home Depot and stuff, and all the prices were the same across the board. It was trash. The whole economy was trash. Still's trash, but it's better trash. So all that being said, that's a trick for you. If you're buying your own lumber package, check out Menards. Plus I got a fat rebate back, so it's pretty nice to see that also. So I'm happy about that. So I can use that money for, oh, a Sagrassi hopper. Check it out. What the? Oh, he fell. I kind of pushed him, sorry. But yeah, so if you're building your own house, just check it out, you know. Check out Menards, check out Home Depot, see what they can do for you. They might not have everything, and they didn't have this LP timber strand. Basically, this is like compressed OSB type stuff, but it's used, I think, for like the ridges and stuff in your roof, because they're they're beauty and they're straighty and they're really long. They span long distances. This is like, what is this? 32 feet. 32 feet. All right. And a lot of the LP stuff they didn't have in the size that I needed, and then like the vented smart soffits and stuff. So yeah, definitely. You know, you could go to a local lumber yard for that stuff. You know, anything specialty items or stuff that you can't get like at a Menards or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's not. You know, it ain't the end of the world. So anyway, oh, one more thing to check. Go when you make your order. And you get, you know, when somebody delivers, check it. Because I just checked all this. I'm missing 4 sheets here. I'm missing 1 sheet here. I don't even have my 1x3 trim for LP. So there's no 1x3. So yeah, check it. I'm missing some boards over there from Menards. So write it down, check it, give them a holler, say I'm missing this and I'm missing that. They'll bring it back out, right? Because you paid for it, all right? I'm not even about to just throw money in the air. I ain't rich, okay? I've been trying to tell you guys I ain't rich. Anyway, just a short video, me yapping again, but hey, hope you learned something. And man, follow along. You know what I'm saying? Just follow along. Join the V train. Come on, get on the train. Anyway, why am I weird? Anyway, y'all take it easy. Till next time. Peace.